This is season 2, episode 12, and this is officially our last episode of 2023. The next time you see us, it will be 2024, which technically is kind of cheating because we still will be recording in 2023. You just won't see it until 2024. So, welcome to the future or welcome to the past. I don't know how that works. Anyways, today we have such a fun episode planned. I am joined as always with my co-hosts CJ and Jaden. CJ, how are you feeling on this very, 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 very special day?
Unwell, very unwell. I saw Anyone But You last night. We're gonna talk about it in a second, but I'm like still buzzing. It's just the best day ever, I think.
Jaden?
Yeah, I'm excited to talk because we got a pretty good episode. We got Anyone But You. Obviously, CJ's about to rave about that. But then we also have Percy Jackson, which recently came out, and that's been such a wild ride already, and it's only been 2 episodes, and we'll get into that. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah, like Jaden and CJ said, we are talking about Anyone But You today. We've got some Avengers 5 news, we've got some Taylor Swift news, and also we'll be talking about the new Percy Jackson series, which came out this week. But I'm not gonna make CJ wait any longer. I know he is like about to burst with how much he has to say about this film, so I'm gonna hand it over to CJ to talk about Anyone But You.
So I don't have words really, honestly. So when this movie ended, I was in tears. And it's a rom-com. I shouldn't have been in tears, but I was in tears. It was very, very, very good, delightful. My favorite movie of the year. It was always gonna be my favorite movie of the year. 5 stars. Glen Powell started as a minuscule actor fuckboy on Scream Queens who stole my heart, and now he is the fucking main star of a movie that low key my theater last night was packed. Like people are going to see this movie. People love rom-coms. It feels like it's been forever since we've had a rom-com in theaters, and I am so thrilled that Glen Powell is getting the spotlight he so deserves. Sydney Sweeney, also fantastic. This movie is really just Glen Powell and Sydney Sweeney yelling at each other and being hot and then falling in love. Like it's so good. It's enemies to lovers at its finest. It's also fake dating. So many tropes in this movie. It's
The best trope.
the best trope too. Yeah, I agree. The soundtrack of this movie is wild. It features people like Troye Sivan and Mac Miller, which is a lot of fun. It's based in Australia, so Troye Sivan makes a lot of sense. But the Australia aspect of the movie does it's a big part of the movie, and it's beautiful. Australia is fucking beautiful in this movie, just like everything else, including Glen Powell and Alexandria Shipp, who I've discovered if you put Alexandria Shipp in a movie, it's gonna be 5 stars. Like
Right.
between
I
Barbie
had
and
no
Tick Tick
idea she
Boom
was in it.
and Anyone But You,
Yeah, I didn't know.
Alexandria Shipp is the key to having a 5-star movie, I think. This movie, I'm just rambling at this point because I have so many things I love about this movie. It's just perfect. There's this one point Glen Powell like kind of screams at Sydney a little bit, and I just wanted to fall to my knees in the theater and like pray. And I'm sure the people next to me were annoyed. The entire movie, I was like, I was giggling at things no one else was giggling at.
Giggling, kicking your feet.
I was biting my fist. I was kicking my feet. My hair. I posted a TikTok on AOF. You could see how fucking destroyed my hair is after that movie because the entire movie I was like, just fucking around with my hair. I had a smile on my face the entire movie. It's honestly probably one of my most memorable theater experiences just because I love Glen Powell so fucking much. Seeing him do anything just puts the biggest smile on my face. We're living in the Glen Powell era right now. He is thriving. He has so many more projects coming up. We have Hitman coming. We have Twisters filming right now. And he's just on top of the world. And I just know it's only a matter of time before he gets cast in the MCU and I fully die. But he is just perfect. And if you've seen Set It Up, and once you see Anyone But You, you know that Glen Powell owns fucking rom-coms. He owns them. That is his genre. And I need him in every rom-com going forward. And I am obsessed. I'm probably going to go see this movie again tomorrow. I'm probably going to see it Saturday. I'm probably going to see it Sunday. And I'm probably going to see it every day for the rest of my life.
You're just going to leave your family on Christmas Day to go and watch Anyone.
All right, guys. I got another family party I have to go to. But it really is it's like a great time. It is very funny too. It's raunchy, it's funny, it's everything you want from a rom-com.
I watched Set It Up for the first time a few months ago, and Glen in that role, just like the similar enemies to lovers vibes going on in that film was like, I was like, whoa, I need to like step back for a second and
And the
rethink
thing
my entire life right now.
literally the thing about Glen Powell is he is so boyfriend. He is always
Yeah.
so boyfriend, and he always gets played in these like fuck boy roles. Like in Top Gun, he was a fuck boy. Scream Queens, he's a fuck boy. But like when you watch this man, he does not give fuck boy. He gives boyfriend. Like in especially in Anyone But You. The entire time I was like, this man is so boyfriend, and it drives me insane. It drives me fucking insane. Like I was literally
Yeah.
going feral. I needed sedated. I literally had to take like a breather after that movie. It was wild. It was just
I
the
really
best thing ever.
I also understand like everything you're feeling because I remember when Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent came out and I was on my way to watch it in the cinemas. It was the first time I was ever going to see Pedro Pascal on the big screen because I watched Wonder Woman 1984 on HBO Max when it came out that year. I'd never seen him on a cinema screen, so I remember just literally losing my fucking mind. It's such like an unreal experience when like your favorite person is on the big screen in front of you. Like you can't even like
Literally.
describe that feeling.
And that's why Top Gun was so magical too, because it was like really the first time
Yeah.
he was on a big screen. But like he was, as much as he really was a star of that movie, he's a big player in that movie. He wasn't like
Yeah.
the star. That was like Miles Teller and Tom Cruise. He is the star of this movie. Him and Sydney Sweeney are the focal point, and it's just amazing. Their chemistry also is like insane. The tension, holy shit, it's so good. There's so many scenes I was just gassed. I didn't have words. Like I went nonverbal. It was crazy. And I cannot overstate the fucking these two hate each other in this movie. But you know the entire time they
Oh,
really
it's
just
just
want to
that's
fuck.
so good.
You
Oh
know they
my
want to fuck the
god.
entire time, but they hate each other, and it's so fucking good. It's perfect. Oh, I want to see it again
The
so
fanfic
bad.
material
It
is
literally
gonna
feels
be
it's
unreal.
insane. It's
I'm excited for it.
insane.
I feel
I was
like
gonna say, Jaden, are you a rom-com enjoyer? Are you
yeah,
gonna go into it?
I actually really enjoy rom-coms. But so recently I watched White Lotus, Sydney Sweeney's in the
Mm.
first season of that, and obviously we've all seen Euphoria, I'm pretty sure. So
For better or
I'm
for worse.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what she has to offer. This film because again, it's been high on my anticipation list, and CJ, obviously, it's been super high on yours. And you're right with seeing Glenn and a lot of things. It wouldn't be far fetched to say he could potentially end up being that rising star in the MCU with the
Oh
Human
yeah, for
Torch there.
sure.
So yeah, I think that would be super sick. But I'm very excited for this. Yeah, or
If
Gambit.
this
That's valid.
happens,
It's the
let
Glen
me
Powell
tell
run as
you,
Renaissance.
if this happens, you will never see me again. Ever.
We need it. We need it. We need it.
If
Has
he
there
plays
been
fucking Cyclops though,
I
like
would
I've
love
seen
that.
so many fan casts where he should play Cyclops. I fucking hate Cyclops. Cyclops angers my soul. So
that would be the worst role for him?
Glen Powell playing Cyclops would, I think, destroy me. But also, Glen Powell is so good at playing like a douchey, like Riz Master, and that's just not Cyclops at
Yeah.
all. So I'm
Right.
kind of hoping that is Gambit though. Like that is
Mm.
Gambit. So I'm hoping that I feel like if it's not Johnny Storm, it will be an X-Men character. No doubt in my mind, he's getting cast in the next couple of years because he is
100%.
one of the fastest rising stars in Hollywood right now, I'd say. Ever since Top Gun, his trajectory has just been insane. So I'm living, I'm thriving. Everyone go see Anyone But You. It's my favorite Sydney Sweeney performance, but that was probably always going to be the case. So I don't know how I'd rank it amongst my
Madam Web
favorite.
is
I was
gonna
gonna say,
overtake
wait till
it.
Madam
Okay.
Web.
But I am excited for Madam Web. They showed the trailer. I was like, "Ooh, I am excited for this." Weirdly enough, I am. But I can like it's so good. I don't know how it ranks on my favorite Glen Powell characters yet. It's definitely up there. I don't know. I need to
You have
see it
to let
again
it
and
simmer
think
for a
about it.
while.
Yeah, I don't want to just recency bias it, but it's really fucking good. And I promise you, if you like rom-coms, you'll love this movie. You will love this movie. It's so fun. It's it's just everything you want a rom-com to be. Will Gluck really understood kind of the assignment with it here. And there's honestly, I kind of downplayed because going into it, they all had been saying like it's a modern take on a Shakespeare play. I forget what it's called, some like really foreign, like I don't know, old language name, but they actually do kind of touch on that a decent amount and they kind of play into the Shakespearean of it all. And it was kind of surprising, but it was fun. It's a really fun movie. Everyone should check it out. Also,
I'm
it's it's just everything. It's everything to me. It's my well-being.
I'm excited, but I was gonna try book tickets this weekend, but it doesn't come out till the 26th here, so I have to wait a few more
Common
days,
UKL.
unfortunately.
Common
Yeah,
UKL.
yeah, it's
The
true.
way if I was in the UK, I would have flown to the United States.
I literally should have just come over for a few days and watched it. It's okay, I'll get there eventually. But if that's gonna wrap up Anyone But You talk, I know CJ, you will just be talking about it for the rest of your life, so
My
just
Roman
follow
Empire.
CJ anywhere. Yeah, and he will be talking about it. Moving on, we got quite a bit of news this week surrounding Avengers 5. Jaden, I'm gonna pass this bit to you to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the unthinkable has happened. Jonathan Majors was found guilty of the things that he was charged for. This obviously means that Marvel parted ways with him shortly after that news dropped.
It was like an
So
hour. It was quick.
yeah, very quick.
Literally, yeah.
So it's looking like they are planning to recast Kang, which is exciting, but also I know there's like John Boyega's has a lot of talk about his fan cast and how he would look as Kang, but with what people are saying and kind of how his Star Wars story kind of played out, um, it's going to be interesting who they end up picking for this role. I don't know where if they're going to do recasting of Kang. I really do think there's some rumors about Doom potentially kind of replacing that big bad role. But who knows? Because even over like a few months ago, even there was Destin Daniel Cretton had left it, and then Quantum Mania writer was also taking off the project, and so I don't know where they're going with it. But CJ, I'll pass it to you. What do you think they're kind of aiming for here?
So I'm gonna talk about two things. First, I'm gonna talk about kind of the recast or write out. I think writing out is probably the play here. I think after the way
Yeah,
Loki ended, it felt like a
absolutely.
natural ending for Kang. It really did. Quantum Mania, I said the minute we walked out of theaters of Quantum Mania, you already killed Kang. Like it's kind of like I don't believe him as a threat anymore when he was killed by ants, and that was my biggest complaint of that movie. And then all this Jonathan Major stuff started happening, and then Loki happened, and now I just feel like we're really out of place where I think you write out Kang. And I don't even know you need to introduce Doom as the big bad for Avengers 5. And this is what my other thing
Right.
is going to be. I think Avengers 5 is literally me and our friend Damon have been talking about this because we have both read this comic run. Avengers Time Run Out is a fucking fantastic comic run. It's leading up to Secret Wars in the comics, just like this movie is going to be doing. And it bases like every single multiverse is dying, and there's nothing these Avengers can do. There's nothing they can do. You don't need a big bad for that.
Right.
Literally, the bad guy is the multiverse is dying. Like it's not like your Avengers versus nature, and you have Reed Richards and Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange. You have all the smart people in the MCU trying to figure out a way to stop this, and it's really an interesting still because you see how all the characters like Kamala Khan has a really interesting arc, and Carol Danvers has a really interesting arc, and you can see how all these different characters are reacting to how they know the world's ending. There's nothing they can do, and how that really plays on humanity. And I think that's the direction they should go into with Avengers 5. I don't think you need Kang. I don't think you need Doom yet, because you do need Doom for Secret Wars. So I think you should start setting him up, but I don't think he needs to be the villain of Avengers 5. I think Avengers 5 should really just be Avengers versus nature. Because also, we've had the Avengers versus big bad that's going to end the universe. We already saw that with Infinity War and Endgame. And to prevent Avengers 5 from being kind of cookie cutter, I think Avengers Time Runs Out, which is Avengers with Nature, which we haven't seen, I think would be really, really cool.
Absolutely. I would love that. What? It's called Time Runs Out?
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
have to look at that.
if you go on Marvel Unlimited, they have a reading list because I don't
Okay.
think it's like specific like a book
I
or a
gotcha. Yeah,
series.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's just a whole bunch of different characters books that kind of go in order and
Okay.
form this event. It's really, really cool. One more
Sick.
thing I wanted to add. If we are recasting Kang, this is really random, but I saw a TikTok yesterday and it sold me. Viola Davis would fucking rule. Viola Davis would kill that shit. Because we haven't seen, like, we've only scratched the
Wait.
surface with
Huh?
Jonathan Majors, but, like, with Kang and Jonathan Majors he was just playing the male variant. Now you have a female variant, Viola Davis, and she's even more scary. And if you've seen the Suicide Squad, if you've seen Hunger Games: Battle of Songbirds and Snakes,
Crazy.
Viola Davis can be terrifying. So I think she
Wow.
would be fantastic. And I was not thinking that at all until I saw it TikTok, and I was like, you know what? I'm sold. I am sold on that idea. I think that could be fun.
That would go
That's
so hard.
crazy.
I didn't know I needed that until just now.
Oh my god.
As a matter of
I
fact,
am in a
make it
similar
happen.
I'm in a similar way as CJ. I'm in two minds about it. Like the recasting, if they're gonna recast, I would want it to be an unknown actor we've never heard of. Like just someone who would be really, really insanely good in that role, but we have no idea who they are. They've done one or two small projects. Because I feel like that's some of Marvel's best casting is when they cast like look at like Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston. No one knew who they were until they were cast as
Aman
Thor and
Vellani,
Loki, and
even
then they fucking
recently.
and Vellani as well. All the best ones have like blown up because of these roles and like developed everything after they joined the MCU. So I would want it to be an unknown actor who just fucking like destroys the role and like is the best pick ever. Viola Davis is now in the back of my mind forever. Thank you for that. But on the other hand, for me, I feel like the writing out of Kang, I don't know how they would do it. Like they can't the building up they did of Kang, like in Ant-Man or in Loki, especially in Loki season one, like building him up to be this big role and then just being like, eh, they defeated him in two projects. I just feel like it wouldn't make sense for what they did, or it would just like fuck them over and be like, yeah, we built him up to be this shit character that didn't do anything. And I feel like that would just be like a disservice to Kang as a character, if that makes sense. Like I feel like he is this big bad, and everyone was really excited to see him like come in and be this villain role, and for them to kill him off like just because of an actor who got fired, like would be a shame for the character. I feel like as they should fire Jonathan Majors. I'm not gonna like not speak about that as they fucking should. Like
Yeah.
bye. I don't care. But I don't think they should get rid of Kang just because of that. I think the character still has a potential. So if they were gonna carry on with the character, I would just want it to be an unknown actor or Viola Davis. That's where I am in this
I've
situation now.
like listen, Viola Davis is rent free in my head for that role since I saw
Crazy.
that
That's
TikTok.
like fucks
I wish
me
I
over right
remembered who
now.
posted
Kang
it
is
so I could give
crazy.
them credit, but I was just my mind
Yeah,
was blown. I was like, I need this now.
So insane. Yeah,
that would be
it almost
insane.
feels like this decision that Marvel has to kind of weigh between is really going to kind of make or break the MCU at this point because like
Yeah.
CJ said, if they really do go with the recasting and it ends up flopping like the rest of the Kang stuff has been recently, it's going to look cookie cutter. There's no uniqueness to it. And there's no like real storytelling vibe behind it. And so, yeah, it's a very important decision, and definitely hoping that they get it right because
I also really
it's a
yeah.
struggle. Go ahead, yeah,
I really do hope this decision isn't like affecting projects in the near future. Like
right,
if Kang was
Mm,
supposed to be a big part of Deadpool 3, like we don't really know much about Deadpool 3. We know the multiverse is involved somehow, so it could be a very real possibility that Kang could have been a
mm.
force in that movie, and I really just kind of
hmm
hope that doesn't cause another delay or whatever. But I just hope because like you said, a lot of the stuff with Kang has flopped. Outside of Loki, everything that's kind of involved the multiverse hasn't been the best stuff. I think the
Yeah.
best projects from the MCU thus far in Phase 4 and 5 have been WandaVision and Guardians and the kind of stuff that's not really tied to the multiverse in any way. So I think this does give them an opportunity to kind of hit a reset button, though, because they can take that into account and how the stuff that they've been doing with the multiverse hasn't been working, except of what they've done in Loki. So they can kind of take what worked well in Loki and kind of apply it to future projects and see if they can kind of get that clicking again. Because I think,
Yeah.
as terrible as this
Which
seems,
they definitely will be able to do because
Yeah.
we know they're capable of making good shit.
yeah,
Right.
and I don't think. I mean, this terrible thing could be an opportunity for Marvel to get things back on the road.
Yeah. Well, listen, if there's anything you guys want to say about that, we were just mentioned Deadpool a little bit ago, and there's been rumors about Taylor Swift maybe making a little cameo in Deadpool. So, Layla, if you want to talk about that, take it away.
Well, something very, 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 very interesting appeared on Ryan Reynolds' Instagram earlier today, and it was a picture of a Deadpool suit covered in painted flowers and butterflies and all sorts of little pastel colory little things. It looked real cute. It kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it gave off vibes of Taylor's outfit for the Grammys that one time. You all know what dress I mean. There you go. If you're watching in video form, CJ is kindly showing up pictures of the inspo. But to me, I don't know. Like, we could just be clutching at straws here, and they could be just watching us paint on even more cloud makeup as we do every single fucking week. Also, I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm fully convinced she's in it. There is nothing you'll be able to do to make me think that she's not. Until I watch the film, and even if I can't see her on the screen, I'd be like, yeah, she was there somewhere in the background. Like, she was there somewhere. I'm fully convinced. CJ, how do you feel about this? Do you think we're clowning again?
The invisible string for her being in Deadpool 3 is very, very long. It
It's
started.
unreal.
Let her friend, her best friend in the world, is probably Blake Lively, based on what we get from her like social medias and stuff. Who is Blake
Yeah.
Lively married to? Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Yeah.
She produced a short film about 2 years ago called All Too Well 10-minute
Yeah.
short film. Check it out. Whose house was that
Whose
filmed
fucking
in?
house did they film it at?
Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. There's two cats
Who was
named
in it?
Olivia and Meredith on a shirt in Deadpool 2. Whose cats are those? Taylor Swift's. It's gonna happen.
In the All Too Well 10-minute short film? Sean Levy.
Yup.
Levy? I don't know.
I think it's Levy. I don't know. Sorry, Sean.
Sean.
But there's this. It just has to happen. It just has to happen. I think that everyone involved loves each other very much, and Ryan and Taylor and Blake have been around Taylor for years now, very, very many years. And hell, Taylor Swift has a song
Whose
called
fucking kids' names
Yeah,
are in Taylor's songs?
Betty, James, Inez, all Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' kids are
Crazy
characters on the Folklore album. So even if it's brief, no doubt in my mind, Taylor Swift will at least make a cameo or be referenced in Deadpool 3. Also, if you're making this movie and you can get Taylor Swift to do it, fucking do it. She's the biggest star on the planet right now.
That would be such a missed opportunity if they didn't dig into that.
And put her in like one of the last trailers you release.
Right.
Like, it has to be in a trailer that releases before the film because it will fucking break like ticket records. Like, when people see that she's in this film, even if she just like flashes up at the end of the very, very, very last trailer they dropped in Deadpool 3.
Like, have her, she could be Dazzler and her costume could fucking be the lover suit. Don't even show her face.
Yeah.
Just show her boot from the lover suit walking. And people will be like,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's fucking Taylor Swift. And then you have every little Swiftie, like the millions and millions and millions of Swifties instantly going on their AMC, their Fandango, their Cinemark apps, buying tickets to see this movie. Because this movie already has
It
so
will
much
happen.
hype. It's already going to make so much money. But you add Swifties into the equation,
That's gonna
you're
be
It, like,
breaking
such a crazy
records.
theater
You're
experience.
breaking
Yeah.
records. I do feel bad for all the Marvel fans. They're gonna have to fight with Swifties for the tickets if she is in it. But like, also, I
But
don't.
it's like Harry Styles fans for Eternals. Like, they all fucking ruined my cinema experience because they were there for fucking Harry Styles. It's just gonna be better because it's Swifties, and I like Swifties.
And
This
that's
would be
another thing.
this would be their Captain America and Thor's hammer moment.
Literally.
Literally.
But like, I think you have to put it in a trailer. I think because if you
Yeah.
let the press see this movie first before you reveal she's in the movie,
It'll leak.
it'll
For
leak.
sure.
We saw what happened with Harry Styles, and respectfully to Harry
Yeah.
Styles, Taylor Swift is 10 times bigger. Like,
Correct.
she is the
Yeah.
biggest thing on the planet right now in the music industry. She is the music industry right now. Her and Beyonce are carrying that shit. And
Yep.
I think her in this movie just the hype's already, like I said, it's already up here. Her in this movie, new limits. So and if she is in the movie, I don't think it'll be anything substantial. I think she'll maybe be in the movie
It will.
for
It will
a
literally
minute.
be a 13-second cameo.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
it. That's all I need.
And she'll have like some orange nail polish on or some shit, teasing a new album
I'm
to
gonna be
make us
like,
clown.
karma.
And we'll all freak the fuck out. And you know what? I say this. If she's wearing orange nail polish in Deadpool 3, I would be like, karma, karma, karma.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Me too.
but, well, I guess time will tell. Do we think there's any roles she'll play, though? Like anything specific? I think Dazzler's the obvious because we're dealing with X-Men.
Dazzler. Yeah. I can't even
I
think
can't
of
even
anything
think.
else.
It would just be a cameo as herself.
I think that would be iconic, too. If she just
Yeah.
shows up as
Yeah.
Taylor.
Right.
Like, they're
Taylor
just
Swift
going
is
through the
canon in the MCU.
Imagine they're just going through the multiverse and they're like Deadpool and Wolverine are just like fighting and they're fighting through the multiverse somehow and then they just end up on an Eras Tour stage.
I was literally just thinking that. I was like, imagine they end up fighting on the Eras Tour stage or some shit.
And then you
Oh
get
my
Taylor Swift just
God.
being like, "What the fuck?"
You need to calm down.
She would say, "What the shit?"
Yeah. It would be. Do we think there's any? Because Ryan Reynolds does have like a large network of friends. Do we think we'll get any more friends of Ryan Reynolds in this movie?
I'm sure,
Walker
and I hope so.
Scobell.
I think Walker Scoble will be in it too. And we'll talk about him a lot
That'd be
more here in a
sick.
second. But I also don't
For
think.
sure, he
I
has to
think
be.
Channing Tatum's Gambit is probably a lock. I mean, obviously, if you've seen Free Guy, you
Yep.
know how good of friends Ryan and Channing Tatum are. And since that was like the project that everyone used to talk about back in the day in terms of X-Men, that just never happened. I think that would be really funny. It would be like, again, it'll be quick, and Gambit will probably get just sloshed. But
Yeah.
I think that could be fun too.
They must have a big budget for this film.
Right.
If we're making this movie, they need like fucking billions of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I love how we mentioned one thing to do with Taylor, and then every week it turns into like a full discussion.
And even
It's
if
just how it has to be.
Yep. Even if Taylor's not in the movie, I would put like $1,000 right now. At least one of her songs will be, because Deadpool
Yeah.
soundtracks
Yeah.
always are bangers, and she'll
Yeah.
have a song. I don't know what song it would be. I'm trying to think of things that would
Imagine
be
it's like
funny.
vigilante shit.
That would be good. That would be good.
That would be funny.
And you get Deadpool with the chair because he loves to do his chair dancing. Remember
Oh my
Celine
God,
Dion? Celine Dion song and he was chair dancing. This could be Deadpool 3's
yeah.
version of it.
Stop.
Or you just go for it and you do Look What You Made Me Do or Ready for It. Something from
Oh my
Reputation
God, yeah.
too. That would be badass.
That would be
They
sick.
okay. They get the first copy of one Reputation Taylor's version song and they debut it in the film.
That would be badass.
That would be so cool.
And since we already have Look What
Yeah.
You Made Me Do, it'll probably Ready for It. Because they did Look What You Made Me Do
Yeah.
to be in a random Prime trailer for no reason at all.
Yeah, it was so weird.
I'm thinking
yeah.
now, Antihero could also be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I didn't
but
think about that.
possibilities are endless. I think it's a lock. Taylor Swift's influence will be felt in Deadpool 3.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. Okay, well, that picture honestly just made my day. I love how much Ryan Reynolds is, and everyone is like sharing. Well, there's some leaks, but Ryan is really going all in on like sharing Deadpool 3 stuff. So I'm here for it. I'm very excited for it, and I hope it doesn't get delayed.
What if that
Um,
Deadpool is Taylor Swift? Like, what if that picture is Taylor Swift under the Deadpool mask?
That would be that would be so crazy.
hold on, hold on. Don't even put that in my head because I'm trying to like think like where is this being filmed? Where was Taylor last night? Oh my god. Well, speaking of Walker Scobell, Percy Jackson debuted on Disney Plus yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tuesday night.
Yesterday, time of recording. Oh,
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Time of recording. We got the first 2 episodes, which is very, very exciting. All 3 of us have seen it. I'll kick us off with Percy Jackson thoughts. I have never read the books. I've never seen any of the other adaptations. Everything I know about Percy Jackson comes from Liam Crowley. Just anything like that he has ever tweeted about Percy Jackson, that's the only information I have on Percy Jackson, which I love. I really, really, really loved the first 2 episodes. I am in love with Percy already. He is just like I've sent this message to the group chat, but I just want to like put him in my pocket and like just have him. He's so like I love him. And he's so fucking funny too. Like if there's one thing Walker can do well, he's play like a sassy, like attitude kid, but also like one of the most loving kids ever. That fucking scene where everyone was like, "Yeah, Percy's got it. Percy's gonna win us this thing," and then it just cuts to him flossing on a fucking rock. Like this kid, I am obsessed already. There are so many iconic characters already. I love Annabeth so
Annabeth
much.
is so iconic.
So good.
She was amazing, and I'm just so excited to see more of these characters together. Yeah, I'm obsessed so far, and I can't wait for the next 6 episodes. CJ, what did you think of the first 2 episodes of Percy Jackson? Have you read the books? How is your Percy Jackson knowledge?
So I've watched both of the movies. I watched them somewhat recently, about a month or 2 ago, because I knew the series was coming. So I was like, I'll watch them. And I read the books, but I haven't read the books since I was probably in like 3rd or 4th grade. So it's been a minute. But after watching yesterday, I instantly went to Barnes and Noble, as you saw. I bought the book. I bought the second book too. Diving into the reading again. The show brought me so much nostalgia. It literally feels like I'm in elementary school again, getting excited about Percy Jackson. It's just perfect. Everything about the show just had a big ass smile on my face. And like you said, Annabeth, I think, is my favorite character so far. Leah Jeffries plays the role so damn well. The moment
So
I
good.
guess we'll get into spoiler-ish stuff now, but the end of the episode, when Percy's fighting off, I forget her name, the
Clarice.
daughter,
Clarice?
Clarice, yeah. When she's fighting off Clarice and he stands her off, and then Annabeth just appears, and he was like, "You were here the whole time?" She's like, "Yeah, what about
Yeah.
it?" It's so iconic. It's so Annabeth. She, I think, is the perfect casting, but so is Walker. Walker brings all the charisma you need to Percy Jackson. The one line, me and Layla were talking about this before we started recording, but when he's standing in the office and he learns about the lightning bolt being missing and his mom being stuck with Hades, and they're talking about Poseidon is your father, and he's like, "You're the son of Poseidon," and he goes, "I'm the son of Sally Jackson." I was like, "That's
Mhm.
so perfect." Walker's delivery there was amazing. I'm just obsessed.
Yeah.
Also, Olivia Rodrigo made a cameo, so love that.
That fucking ruined my day. You played Logical. Every song in the world you could have played, you
So
played
I
Logical
saw
by
the
Olivia Rodrigo.
literally. I saw that Olivia Rodrigo was going to be in it. I saw that she had a song in it. Um, I just
I had
assumed
no idea.
I assumed it was going to be something like really random. Like they were gonna be driving in a car and
Yeah.
just like get him back or Bad Idea,
Yeah.
right? Because that's the song you hear in like every movie trailer these days. Was just gonna be on the radio. But no, they put a sad ass song and a sad ass moment. And it's just so perfect. It really did help, I feel like, bring that moment to life with Percy and his mom.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. I love Percy. I just want to like, he's been through a lot. I want to give him a hug.
Yeah.
And also, I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys are football fans, but whoever that man was, I don't know what the relation was. I'm rereading now, so hopefully I'll figure out that rude ass man who was living with
Who?
them.
Oh, Gabe.
I'm guessing
That's
it's
Yeah.
his mum's new partner.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a fucking Zach Wilson jersey on his wall. Zach Wilson, really? Out of all the jerseys you could have, Zach Wilson. Okay,
Means
that
nothing to
told
me.
me everything I needed to know about that man. So I love the show so much.
Jaden, how you feeling about Percy Jackson so far? Have you read the books or watched the other films?
Yeah. So I watched both the movies, but I watched the movies a while ago, and I read the books even farther back in like my elementary, middle school days. So I'm not entirely familiar. One of the things that I thought was really cool were that the titles of the episodes were chapter titles in the book. So I thought that was super funny and super
really?
neat. Yeah. I think what was the first one? I accidentally vaporized my pre-algebra teacher, and then the other one was I become Supreme Lord of the Bathroom. So yeah. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I honestly can't say any more positive things about this series enough. Like it's been perfect. We got the first 2 episodes, and I'm so glad that we did. I kind of like that they have good pacing. I feel like we kind of got through the origins. I think that's why they did the first 2 episodes, because that's like the origin stuff. Now we're getting into the quest part of it, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. I think that the kind of like the CGI, the special effects that they're using for these monsters are super sick.
They look really good.
The Minotaur looked
really good.
insane. That whole scene where he was fighting the Minotaur looked absolutely incredible. And so I'm excited to see more of that.
I think a lot of the CGI revolving. What's the teacher's name who's half horse? I forget his name, but
Mr. Bruner.
Yeah, Brenner. Yeah. He looks really good. Like they did the horse CGI very well. I think Grover looks good too. So they're knocking it out of the park so far, and there's nothing that's shown me it's going to change. It did look like one part in Percy's visions, kind of. I'm not sure if they used the volume. It kind of gave that kind of appearance. Right. I'm not sure if it was filmed in the volume. I have mixed feelings on the volume, so I'm kind of hoping it's not. But it looked really good, and I'll have to look and see if it was the volume, because I'm not sure. But it looks really, really cool, and I'm very excited to see where we go from here. And I think next week's episode is the Medusa episode. So if you've watched the old movies or read the books.
Oh yeah, there was the preview in the credits for Medusa.
Medusa is so much fun. So
yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Who played Percy Jackson before?
Logan Lerman.
Oh, I did know that actually. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew that. Because I saw a tweet the other day, and it was like he defeated Medusa with an iPod Touch or something. Like that's the only thing I've seen about the Percy Jackson movies. And
about the Alexandria Daddario, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
When I was rewatching those movies a month ago, there's so many people. Like Rosario Dawson's in it. Like Pierce Brosnan's in it. Like there's so many people in those movies.
I hate Pierce Brosnan.
What? Why?
That's crazy.
He just gave me the ick in Mamma Mia.
See, I like him in Mamma Mia. He's not my favorite.
I actually have seen that one. Yeah.
The second one's better.
First one, but the second one.
The second one's a better
I love
movie.
the second Mamma Mia. Yeah, but him in that honestly made me want to throw up in my mouth. So.
Why? What did
Just
he
so
do?
shy. No. This is a whole thing in my household. Like, we cannot watch Mamma Mia 2 without taking the piss out of Pierce Brosnan. Like, he was terrible.
Oh my god. I'm shocked.
That's so crazy.
Also, he's a shit James Bond. I'm sorry.
I've never seen a single James Bond movie, so I wouldn't be able to have an opinion. But
don't.
But I love Mamma Mia. What the hell?
No.
How can you hate
Okay, well.
anyone from the Mamma Mia cast? How can you hate
Okay, well.
anyone from the Mamma Mia cast?
I
What
love
the
Mamma
fuck?
Mia. Look, no. Listen. I love Mamma Mia. This Here We Go Again is my favorite out of the
I
two
agree.
because it's
Yeah.
so good. Just not Pierce Brosnan. I can't do it. I can't look at him, or I literally just want to die.
Okay.
That's so interesting. Like,
My homework to you this week is go and watch Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. And when they sing Dancing Queen, when Bill and Harry are coming in on those boats and they're singing Dancing Queen, just look at Pierce Brosnan the whole time he is on the screen. Look at his facial expressions and look at the way he fucking dances, because no. Just no. Absolutely no. That's my homework to everyone listening this week. Okay, you can fast forward to the Dancing Queen part. I don't care. Just that scene, please.
I feel like after this episode and the past episodes we've had, I feel like we just need to have an episode where we all just discuss celebrities we hate for no reason and why.
We should, because it's a long list.
Me and Layla's list is long. I can talk about Will Ferrell, Austin Butler, like the list
Ben
goes
Affleck,
deep.
Tom Cruise. Like, the list goes on.
That would be so funny, actually.
Well, there's reasons
Maybe-
to hate Tom Cruise. Like
Well,
there's
valid.
reasons.
But, like, mine's just because he has a stupid face. Like, that's the only reason that is.
Research Tom Cruise in the Church of Scientology, please.
Oh, I
Right.
know about that. That came after. Maybe that could be our, like, last episode of season 2. Why we hate famous
Such a
we
hate-
just go on
you
a
know,
rant.
A lot of people's journey, a lot of people's message in life is to spread love. But on here on Fandom Academy, we're spreading
I like
hate.
to spread hate.
Okay, we got way off track. Back to Percy
Oh my god.
Jackson.
What were we even talking about?
Is there anything that you guys are excited for going forward? Because there's a lot of cool stuff. I know we just talked about Medusa, and I know as you all know, I'm a big WWE guy, and I know Edge is casted in this. I'm excited to see when he starts to show up. What are you guys excited for?
I'm super excited. I really hope they go against like a Hydra or something, which is like those big dragon-like things that have multiple heads and cut them off, more grow out of it. That's going to be super interesting. And just with like we were talking about the CGI before, I think that's going to look absolutely fucking insane. And so that's probably one of the biggest, like, as the quest as a whole, that fight is probably something I'm looking forward to the most.
Something I just thought of when you're talking about CGI, it literally looked like they copied and pasted the Infinity War dusting for a lot of this.
Yeah.
Like when the teacher got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, CJ, we can't hear you.
Did his AirPods die?
He
Yeah.
just said,
AirPods died. It muted me. But when the teacher got dusted, I was like, this is copied and pasted from Infinity War. Like it
yeah.
in New York, someone getting dusted. I was like, I've seen this film before. But I'm very excited.
And I didn't like the ending.
Yeah. And then also the Vegas episode too. I know we're probably gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
I am very excited. If they don't play Poker Face, I'm gonna be sad.
Right.
I'm gonna be sad. Layla, you gotta go watch the movies just for that Vegas scene.
Yeah.
It is peak.
I was gonna say I'm excited to go into all of this blind, like just every week be a surprise and have no idea what's going on. And then I think after I've seen the show, I will go read the books and watch the films and catch up on the Percy Jackson lore.
It runs deep. The old movies aren't the best, but they are like nostalgic and fun. So
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that. Percy Jackson, the first 2 episodes are on Disney Plus now, and you can go and read Brandon Moore's spoiler-free review on the Agents of Fandom site, and also check out TJ Zwarrich's interviews with the cast of Percy Jackson. They are very, very cool. Would recommend. They're on the Agents of Fandom YouTube channel. Do you guys have anything else you want to add about Percy Jackson before I close the episode?
everyone watch it.
No?
Yeah,
good.
please. So
Well,
good.
stream
We're
Percy
missing out.
Jackson.
No.
And when I went to Barnes and Noble yesterday and I checked out with my books, the lady was like, "Did you watch today?" I was like, "Yeah, I just had to read the books again." She's like, "I watched this morning too. My copies are right here." And she pulls up The Lightning Thief, and she's like, "I've been reading it when we're dead." I was like, "That's so."
Oh,
So
I
fun.
love that. Yeah, I feel like this is going to definitely be just everyone's new favorite show after a few weeks. It's so good. I'm gonna force my sister to watch it with me later. But yeah, go and stream Percy Jackson. What's the full title? Percy Jackson and the
Olympians.
Olympians. Go and stream it on Disney Plus. It releases every Tuesday, and we will be talking about it every week probably because we're already loving it so much.
Hopefully with some special
But that
along the way.
Yeah, we'll try and get some good guests on to talk Percy Jackson with us. But that will conclude Fandom Academy Season 2, Episode 12, and our final episode of 2023, which means it's almost been a year since we started Fandom Academy. So for our 1 year anniversary, I'm sure we'll have some fun giveaways and things planned. Can't believe it's been a year nearly already. It's crazy to think about.
So crazy.
But here we are. There will be one episode left of Season 2, ending on episode 13, very Taylor Swift of us. And then we will be heading right into Season 3 on our 1 year anniversary, which is very, very exciting. But thank you so much for listening to this episode. Make sure you are following Agents of Fandom and Fandom Academy on all of our socials at Fandom Academy with 2 Ys everywhere, I'm pretty sure. Hit our notification bell on YouTube so you will get notified when we drop new episodes, and same for Spotify. And yeah, where can the people find you guys? Jaden, let's start with you.
Yeah, you guys can find me pretty much everywhere at jaden.cmduran. I'm just gonna kind of be putting out content. And yeah, definitely check out the Fandom Academy stuff because my favorite thing is after these episodes, clipping them and making edits, and they're funny and they're fun. So definitely check them out.
They are great. You can find me anywhere.
Where can the people find you?
CJ Dar_ on pretty much anywhere. If you just search CJ Dar, it'll come up because I don't really keep my usernames uniform, which I probably should, but I don't. So just find me and Green Christmas Tree Farm because 'tis the season. 'Tis the damn season.
'Tis the damn
Absolutely.
season. Yeah, you can find me anywhere at FalconsNat on all socials. Just echoing what Jaden said, I love watching back our clips, like when I get typing them on Instagram and TikTok, because we're funny, and you should listen to us every week because we are actually very funny. And we're the best podcast ever. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for a great 2023. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Chrysler. Have a great holidays,
Happy Hanukkah.
and we will see you in Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
everything. Happy everything. Happy everything. Just happy, happy, happy. Spread piss and love.
Spread love.
And see you in the new year. Spread love and hate.
Love and hate.
Anger. Bye.